Hey pretties, welcome back. In today's video, I'd like to discuss the topic, you decide who you date and your preference. If you're one of these people who feels like you should stick to this idea of staying loyal to one type or group of people, then you should probably click off this video as this video is not for you. So, there's this culture that I've noticed where both men and women will shame either members of their same gender or members of the opposite gender for dating as they please. For example, if a woman of color says she has a preference for Caucasian guys, another woman of color will be like, oh, you shouldn't be with the colonizer. Or a guy will say the same thing, maybe in a different way, to make that woman feel bad for having a preference. And however, this may not be an everyday thing, as some people actually have sense and have their own lives which they pay attention to. But let me just say that I have no loyalty to any race when it comes to dating, and I have no shame about that. I will date whoever I want, whenever I want, as long as I feel comfortable and satisfied with the person and how I feel in the relationship. So I will have a preference if I want to, and I do not care if someone else has a preference because precisely their life is not my life and I don't own them, and them having a preference doesn't affect me directly in any way. It's very simple. I will by no means restrict myself to one type of person, especially if that's not where I will get all the benefits I want from that relationship. I feel like some people, women especially, feel like they should date whoever they're used to or whoever other people in their lives dictate that they should be with, and are so scared to talk to and be open to different people. And having a preference for who you want to be with is totally fine. I'm all for having preferences, but it gets concerning, especially when after having stayed loyal to the same type of person and having to deal with getting the same old undesirable treatment from them, these women are still afraid to move outside of the box. And that's what I call struggle love, and we do not by any means support that on this channel. So some women will even expect the people they have a preference for and are loyal to have a preference for and be loyal to them. And when that's not the case, they're offended by that. And I feel like that's a very big mistake, because just because you are loud and proud about your preference and loyalty to someone, that does not mean that that person is going to have a preference for you and is going to reciprocate that energy. And I believe there's nothing wrong with that, because everyone is entitled to their preference. People who feel like they have a say in other people's lives and who they choose to be with are absolutely ridiculous to me, because you need to realize that you can't control other people and how they think. You do not own any individual, whether it be a male or female. And sitting about feeling sorry for yourself and feeling upset and betrayed because you aren't their preference is doing you no good. In fact, it makes the people who do that look pathetic. You need to accept it and move on, and you can't let other people decide how you feel about yourself. That should be the point where you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and tell yourself that. There are so many people and so many opportunities in this world, so there's no need to put yourself in a box where you have no opportunity to live how you want to live and be happy. And this doesn't only apply to dating and relationships. And another thing, instead of feeling sorry for yourself that maybe you were not someone's type or you didn't get with the person that you wanted to, maybe don't revolve your life around relationships. Take a break, make some female friends, focus on your health. There are so many things that you can do. Some people will be worried about a relationship and will be feeling sorry for themselves while being out of shape and eating a family-sized bag of Cheetos every night after work before they go to bed. And that's a miserable way to live. So that's all for this video. If there's anything that I missed, or if there's anything that you'd like to add, let me know.